Student Council would like to celebrate Women's History Month by reading about Florence Mills, From Harlem to Broadway. Please enjoy.
Florence Mills, From Harlem to Broadway. This is a portrait of Florence Mills circa 1925. By this time, she was already a popular stage entertainer in New York City.
Singer and dancer Florence Mills, 1896 to 1927, made her Broadway debut in 1921 at the start of the Harlem Renaissance. Throughout her career, she confronted racial stereotypes, integrated segregated theaters, and won over black and white audiences alike. Her story, like that of many performers of her generation, illustrates the limitations and opportunities for black performers in jazz-age New York. Mills, pictured bottom left, rehearsing Blackbirds in London 1926. The company did more than 300 performances of the show, and she fell ill from exhaustion.
Mills, the granddaughter of slaves, was born in 1896 in Washington, D.C., to a couple who moved there from Lynchburg, VA. She first appeared on stage at age 3 in Washington's Bijou Theater, along with others who were part of the Great Migration from the segregated South. She went north, moving to New York City with her parents in 1906, to Chicago in 1916, and back to New York in 1920.
Mills began performing as a child and later appeared in cabaret and revues in Chicago and with traveling vaudeville acts. She also toured black vaudeville theaters throughout the South, Midwest, Southwest, and Northern cities with the Tennessee's Ten, singing the prima donna role in plantation scenes.
Mills returned to New York City in 1920 at the start of an explosion of black intellectual and popular culture called the Harlem Renaissance. In 1921, 4 veterinarians of black vaudeville debuted Shuffle Along, the first all-black Broadway show since before World War I. Up against standard Broadway fare, it debuted in a hall that had integrated orchestra seating, a Broadway first. It ran for some 500 performances, providing that black shows could make money in jazz-age New York. If you want to learn more about Florence Mills, you can read Harlem's Little Black Bird, the story of Florence Mills.